Brent as well. Welcome back, guys. This is episode 230 of the Meet Us Up to 7 podcast. Gina is in Ghana. She may or may not be here with us over the phone. We'll see. I've sent her a message. She's currently dealing with some internet Wi-Fi issues, and also she's just a little bit busy today. So we'll see. We'll see if she joins us. But we've got the Avengers in the building.
Come on.
Big Jace from the East Side.
How you doing?
I mean, Big Sin from the East Side.
Come on.
And Brent Biden from the East Side. You get me? So yeah, man, we're having a very cool combo just off air. So let's bring it back in. Yeah, Jace, where were we?
Plies.
I was talking about Plies' video where basically he spoke about his lady friend who wanted to get a lot of surgery or get things done, basically. And he said, why would you want to get things done? Because you look great as it is. So, but I don't look like the girls on Instagram, which I really thought was really interesting. And then he went to explain that a lot of the time, some people are trying to gain this look of perfection to then, I know his exact words were, why are you going to get surgery to go and get an ugly man? And at first I laughed, but what he was saying is that a lot of rich men happen to be
ugly.
Yeah.
Ugly. Do you agree?
No, but I understand that people say that money makes rich men look attractive, and they're the ones that strive for it because they need something else to balance out the, not being the looker, basically. Yeah. And they strive to get money to be attractive in some other way.
Okay, so you're saying that men who are not attractive use their money to get girls, whereas men who are attractive and are rich don't use their money to get girls. They just use other factors like
I'm saying that the money aspect will be heightened because they may be lacking in some other areas.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, and she didn't understand it, and he said, if you look at it, the ugly guys, quote unquote, is they're looking for a particular perfection in women that is unattainable realistically. So people are getting their body done, etc., to have this look that's in right now.
Yeah.
But in reality, men that have been engaging with women from young or in their adolescent years and older, they know that the actual perfection of women is they're not perfect. And
of course.
Obviously, like the how can I put it, the tiger marks that we like, and things like that. No, but the thing is, those things, like when you engage with women, you really you learn. You love because it's this.
Yeah, those things are normal to me.
Those are normal.
I mean, stretch marks.
So you've been getting girls from the beginning, so it's normal to you.
Yeah.
And they may not have been getting girls, so now they're like, "Who is the baddest girl here? I want her."
Oh, I hear that. In terms of that, no, I'm talking about the stretch marks and stuff like that, and like imperfections. But yeah, so hold on. Yeah, we got here from talking about Rory, right?
Yes.
Should we put that out there, or is it? Or are we being like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chatty patties.
Yeah, I don't know if we know the whole detail. So the Rory thing is a bit mad. But
we can say it's alleged.
Yeah, you can say it's alleged. Yeah.
All right. So sorry.
Okay, I don't know about this Rory thing, so you're gonna have to.
All right. So those who listen to the Joe Budden podcast, I'm sure there's a few. Yeah, I'm sure you're up to date with what's happening right now. Rory and Ma are off the pod. They've got some internal turmoil going on. And Joe said that he had noticed after watching some episodes back that Rory had a lot of spice for him, innit? Like recently, like he's just a bit always trying to challenge him to fights and whatnot, and that he seemed like he's going through something. So he's like, you know what, take some time off, and then when you figure everything else, come back, innit?
Yeah.
And I was like, I noticed that Rory was a bit.
Yeah, he was definitely spicy. I think
he was spicy. He challenged him to fight a few times, and then I'm thinking, why is he like that? But then I read online, allegedly. Because obviously, even prior to this little tension they had, it was apparent that he was having something going on in his personal life.
It was very, because he was like, he kept on saying,
he was alluding to it.
Yeah. Even though he said, no, guys, I'm depressed. I come here every week. I tell you I'm depressed, but
did he say it in a jokingly way? So
he said it. Yeah, he said it. He joked through it.
He joked through it, but you can tell he was being sincere. So I read online allegedly that he cheated on his fiance, and he got caught. And DJ Academics is the one who kind of exposed him online, and he actually called him out on Twitter. So obviously this is probably one of the causes, the reasons why he's been in his rut lately, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's probably, one of the reasons why he's in his mood and whatnot. So I was like, I'm surprised because obviously, you know the narrative of all men cheat, and sometimes you look at a certain guy and you think, not you. And when I look at Rory, I'm like, nah, Rory's not going to cheat. And he cheated, so it's like, can't trust him.
But it goes. But I think it kind of adds to like a theory of just like maybe he's just like, I'm not excusing his cheating because that's wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying that Joe said something as well about when men get into certain bits of like at the level of power,
Yeah.
and the temptation may be higher because they may not have the access to certain women that they had previously.
Yeah.
So this may have been his downfall.
Yeah.
And obviously he's messed up his home situation.
Yeah.
The maddest thing is that obviously the pod is kind of like place of like a humble abode, kind of place to just relax.
Yeah.
So the guys have been running jokes on him consistently, but when you're in pain, the last thing you want is your guys to run. Even though we joke through the pain, that's how we.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can cry through the pain too.
You can cry through the pain. I'm not saying he's probably crying too, but you see, like around the mandem, you've got a couple of days to heal, and then the jokes have got to fly.
But the thing is, yeah, around certain mandem, like being like vulnerable and sensitive, like you have to know who your friends are, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So he should know, okay, cool. If I go and speak to Joe and Mal about my issues at home, are they going to be empathetic towards me? Are they going to, give me a shoulder to cry on, or they're going to run jokes on me? So you should know who your friends are. So maybe he didn't really read the room right and thought, okay, these are not really the guys that are going to,
Yes, but I do feel like Joe does, and then Joe does get in his sentimental bag. And
Joe is very sensitive as well.
Yeah,
as a whole.
so I think they may have got into that bag, but you see, some like with people healing, it's to them what seems like you've been healing for a while. To that actual person's and that's where he may have, and obviously I don't know what's happening at home, but he's coming to the pod after whatever them not running jokes.
Wait, did he mention it himself or did the others bring it up?
No one mentioned it, but they alluded to it and on a few episodes of, is everything all right at home?
Yeah. They definitely made it apparent that something's going on at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't say what was happening specifically, but it was very obvious that Rory was going through something at home, innit?
Yeah.
And then when the rumors came out online, I thought, okay, it makes sense, because I'm like, wow, this he seems a bit angry last couple episodes. He's always going at Joe. He wants to fight. So it was clear. It was clear.
Very, very
clear. It was very clear, innit? The funny thing about what you said about guys who may not have had it when they were younger or at a certain stage of life, so when they do get it, they just go crazy. I asked Sid the other day, just randomly, I can't remember what made me think of this. I said to him, if you were married for, say, 5 years, and prior to you getting married, you were just a regular guy. You didn't really get girls to a high level or a higher level of abundance, whatever. It was just regular. And then you just became a millionaire. Just say like overnight.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I asked him, I said, would you, because now you're a millionaire, now you've got access to a lot of women, certain type of woman, maybe some women that you wanted to be with before you couldn't. Now girls are hollering at you. I said to him,
in the DMs. Okay.
Exactly. So I said to him, would you like take advantage of a situation and live that life you wanted to live prior to marriage, or would you just keep it copacetic and not do anything?
Wait. He's currently married. This is the setup. He's currently married, or it's just
no. He's currently married. He's currently married. He's been married for 5 years.
Yes,
and
5.
then through different.
Any kids?
I didn't put kids in it. So
okay, cool. So no kids.
We'll leave kids
cool.
out of it, and then through business and work, whatever, he became a millionaire.
Yeah.
So now he's up.
Okay, I'm up to date now.
And now, women who were unattainable to him before are now hollering.
Okay.
Yeah,
he has the pick of the crop.
He has the pick of the litter.
That's it.
Yeah. And all those desires and the urges he had for them women back then, he could actually live out now. So I said to him, would you indulge in it, or would you just
What did he say?
He said no.
Do you believe him?
I believe no. I believe him. No. Because it's him, I believe him. Because because he always looks at marriage in terms of God, innit?
Okay.
He goes, no, I gotta be right by God, I gotta do right by God. So for Sid, I reckon he wouldn't do it. But I think, Jace, what about you?
No, I'm cool. Because because the thing is, 5 years of marriage is a long time.
Yeah.
And you've already built your.
So if it was 1 year, 2 years?
No. Okay, maybe I'm saying 5 years, but I'm just saying the way I view marriage. Obviously, like marriage is a big thing. So that connection you have with to find somebody that you have a connection with, to spoil it for women you desire.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, the desire part is entwined as part of you as a man. But after a while, that desire, you have to weigh it up. Is the desire worth losing
not at all.
that connection? Because you've seen how many people are rich and unhappy because they don't have anybody to connect with, and everybody wants them for their money. And I'm sure that will get boring after, a couple months, a year, and after you're like...
To be fair, there'll always be someone prettier. There'll always be a pretty face. There'll always be somebody that you like. So it's either you pick the fast life or you're constantly changing, swapping someone out, or you choose the happy life and save your wife if you're in a happy marriage. Because people who are not in a happy marriage, they will now maybe take up the opportunity and use that as an excuse. Some people don't want to say, I'm done. I want to leave. They want you to leave them. Yeah.
So that if you're in an unhappy marriage, you might say,
utilize your options.
I'm off for a month. I'm going Brazil.
To find myself.
Yeah, I had to find myself.
Would you do that? What about you?
No, I wouldn't do that. Nah, not at all. Not at all.
To be fair, I knew you said that.
Huh?
I knew you said that.
Yeah, no, not at all. I don't need to live out any type of
fantasy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm cool, but it's just because of the Rory thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not a guy. I'm not saying he doesn't get girls or whatever, but he doesn't seem like the type of person who would cheat. I don't know why I've come to this conclusion, but I have.
I think because he does seem like a very in-tuned person. But the thing about, it's weird because I do feel like the thing about cheating, we almost it is wrong, but we villainize it. It's like some people, I think because there's, how can I put it? There's different types of cheaters. Yeah. There's habitual cheaters. They can't, this is all they know. They're addicted to it. It's almost an addiction to obtaining another woman or stroke man because, cheating is obviously. And then some people, it's their circumstance. They're unhappy, as you said, Cynthia. Some people are unhappy in their marriage and they don't even realize they're unhappy until they meet somebody else who they feel like they connect with, so to speak.
I have a question.
Go on.
So, talking about unhappiness in marriage, do you think if a man cheats because he's unhappy, that is in society today deemed unequal to a woman who cheats when she's in an unhappy marriage? So there's a woman unhappy in her marriage and a man unhappy. If they both cheat, would you deem one more realistic? Like, okay, she definitely was unhappy, he definitely was, or is it's just an opportunity?
I'm gonna say that society's gonna say that hers was legitimate. She did it for a legitimate reason, and he was just a man. He couldn't control. Like I have a feeling that sometimes a lot of people buy into this happy wife, happy life, which I understand it to a degree, but which also kind of doesn't actually. Men don't matter in that sense, because you're just like, okay, well, as long as your wife's happy, that's all that counts.
Yeah, but in this scenario you're giving, both the man and the woman, their reason for cheating was because they were both unhappy, right?
Yeah, but okay, the reason why I asked that, that's the scenario. Yeah. Before I even jump in, were you gonna?
No, but then it's both. They're both valid then.
Okay.
If that was the actual reason why they both cheated.
So okay, that will be the reason someone will say, but people will hear that and people have opinions.
Yes.
And there was a Clubhouse. I haven't been on Clubhouse in a while, but I had a conversation with my friend, and a guy was saying, some people can be unhappy. A man can be unhappy in a relationship or marriage, and he cheats. And they were like, no, you just wanted to cheat. Men are all cheaters, blah blah blah. Oh, so but then the woman said it, and then they were like, well, what? He must not have been supportive. And that's why she's unhappy. The tone was different. So I just want to know, on your side, do you see it as equal or do you...
So is it more so, do women believe men if they say, I cheat because I was unhappy? Yeah. Because women just think men just cheat because...
They want to cheat.
They have dicks, basically.
Yeah, because it's Tuesday.
I mean, that's not the position that I hold. I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, I think men can cheat because they're unhappy. I don't think men cheat exclusively just because they're dogs or because they can or... because they have options. I think a man can be with a woman and not be happy and cheat because of that.
And still love his wife.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think sometimes some people cheat because they don't know how to convey their emotions. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So whether connection they meet somebody and they may feel like safety. Yeah. They don't feel safe at home, but they haven't been able to convey that in their marriage. Yeah. And then before they know it, if they're engaging with someone who's charming or sexy, whatever the case may be, they've cheated. And that's why, sometimes I think you hear of people confessing, babes, I'm sorry I cheated, but I want you. And people think, why would you confess that? But
Yeah.
that's probably, they understood it after they've had the act. They've realized, hold on, oh, this is why I was doing it, and now I've messed up. And obviously, it's the other person tries to get back.
Well, you haven't. Well, hold on. Did this person get caught?
They confessed.
They haven't messed up yet. No, no, hear me out.
What?
They've messed up, but it's not known yet. So don't confess.
Wait, no. So wait, are you saying until it is known they haven't messed up?
No, they've messed up. But if no one knows they've messed up, then have they really messed up?
Oh, so that's like if a tree drops and no one hears it, did the tree really drop?
No, but it's true though, isn't it? It is, no, it's true and it ain't true because by cheating, you fucked up.
Okay.
But if your partner doesn't know you've cheated, then...
You know.
Okay.
And the person knows. And you don't know who knows on their camp.
No, the person who you cheat with may not know that you've got a partner. And you may not have that conscience to be like, oh my God, I feel so guilty. You may just be like, okay, cool.
But the person that you cheated with knows. And you don't know who knows on their camp.
Say they've got a partner.
What I'm saying is...
Say they've got a partner.
And so what?
No, what I'm saying is...
They, like, it's a circle of...
Some people are reckless. Some people want to get caught.
No, I hear that, but sometimes...
You can't account for somebody else on the other side though.
It's true. Like, I've heard of scenarios where the cheaters, like Cheaters FC, like the cheaters will cheat with a cheater. Does that make sense?
So that they know
to make sure that
there's a covenant there and no one's trying to break it.
Yeah, but that other cheater might be a loose cannon, boy.
Listen, but you know what? I've had a bad day.
Blow up the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true. There could be a suicide bomber and then everybody's in trouble.
That's it.
Someone's phone's going off.
Maybe wait. It wasn't me.
I had a point, man. It's gone out of my head now.
So
It'll come back to me.
Yeah, so I just think it's... What your answer to the question, society will see it as the man, like it's just cheating because it's Tuesday. But women are kind of given this excuse. Some women, women in society are given this excuse. Now it's because, you know, he isn't fulfilling you. And which is interesting in itself because, like, okay, so why couldn't you communicate that you was unfulfilled and you decided that you was going to cry on some man's shoulder and then he was going to fold you like a pretzel? It's kind of...
Listen, go and stay there, innit? Because you ain't welcome back here no more.
You would take her back.
Fuck off, Cynthia.
I'm joking.
Impossible for me, I'll be honest with you. Impossible. All right, let's get on to then the biggest cheating story of the week, innit?
Oh, jeez.
Is it Derrick Jones?
Derrick Jaxn.
Derrick Jaxn, yeah.
The false prophet.
I don't even know who this guy is.
The false prophet.
I didn't know who this guy existed.
No, you know what he looks like though, no?
Yeah, now, but prior, no.
Oh, no, okay.
No idea who this guy is. So, Jason, I'm going to let you lead. I'm going to piggyback off what you said because I don't know who this guy is. Obviously, I know the story now. I know he was a guy who... Did he come up with the whole black men don't cheat? He's like the captain of that league, right? Like, he was the one who advocated that statement.
No, it wasn't him. He came, basically, he was like he's this relationship guru.
Okay.
He used to sit in his car
and just chat.
And just tell women, nah, you know, it's not you. You're not the issue. It's the men that you're dealing...
Or he'd break down and say, like, you've got a guy that's shooting you right now because you haven't found a guy who's emotionally intelligent. And he'll break it down. Or we'll have a video of, let's say, what's this actor's name now? The one in not Rocky. Michael B. And his girl. Yeah. He'll break down, like, he's treating her like this because she found a guy who was ready to be in a relationship, blah, 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 and break down the psyche of a man who's ready and not ready and why you're going through what you're going through. Like the pains and pitfalls.
But why do people always just get sucked in by these, I don't know, you call them false prophets?
He's been doing it for time.
Yeah,
time.
Just people online who, you know, want to give advice and want, and people believe that because I'm giving you advice, it means that I'm perfect.
He's giving the advice that people want to hear.
He's giving people advice, but the thing is, with him, he's the outrage is more because he was doing, I'm better than you guys. Like he was doing.
Was that what he was doing?
That's how a lot of men perceived it because he was saying,
fair.
Like I'm better than the rest of these. I'm just giving you this advice because I should. But I'm better than.
Did he ever say verbatim like I don't cheat? I've never cheated.
No, he like.
There's connotations.
I practice what I preach.
Definitely connotations of that.
There's definitely that, and there was many things. I don't know if I said that video, but he was in the car and he was saying, like he was explaining about someone else had cheated, like a little while back.
Was it the pastor?
Yes. And he was like, why should that woman, you know, forgive you for all the embarrassment that you put her through? And he was on his high horse, and he was just like, yeah, and then. even to like the thing is he would always find clips of other people, and Gilly from $1 Million a Game. Basically, this guy that some woman sent him a dilemma about men liking pictures, and he said, not to invalidate your feelings, but don't be silly. It's like he's just liking. If you feel like you have a conversation, and then Derrick Jaxn was like, you see, when men like this do this, and that he was doing that, and and then the thing is, Gilly posted it up. He said, this was that goofy guy that was critiquing me.
Yeah.
And I think obviously Gilly's been married or whatever for ages.
Yeah.
So he was like, this is this kind of guy. But then look what he's doing. Like he's bringing out, he's embarrassing, he's cheating on different levels.
Yeah.
Plus then he's bringing his woman out in her bonnet.
His wife looked under duress. Like, why was he holding her hand so tight?
I'm not laughing just because he had her under duress, by the way, because I don't want that on me.
Okay, cool.
I actually feel bad for her.
No, she looked like she was under duress.
Yes, 100%.
Like, babes, that's like, to me, it seemed like they rehearsed it.
Yes.
And even though they rehearsed it, he forced her to do it. She didn't want to do it, and he said, "No, we got to do this."
Didn't he do most of the talking anyway?
Why was he gripping her arm so tight? She looked so uncomfortable, man.
I actually tweeted about that.
It was weird.
At first, I ran jokes on him. I was running jokes for about, I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Then I said, on a serious note, somebody needs to check on his wife, because I feel like she was under duress, and I think he coerced her into doing that video. And I think if you've done wrong, why must I sit next to you like Bobo the clown
and be embarrassed?
No.
Yeah. And then she said her own little spiel as well, which seemed rehearsed again.
Yes.
And he was looking at her like, make sure you get it right. Like, I watched the video, I just found it was kind of weird. And even the way he came across, it seemed kind of like unsincere.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Talking
almost,
in third person, that was a big thing.
It seemed like
a
a screenplay, the way he was talking about it. It didn't seem like it was coming from an emotional place.
It's a PSA, like, you're going to stand at the White House and ask questions.
Yeah, I've cheated with multiple women, and it didn't seem like he
and when
cared.
I say I've cheated, I've cheated.
Yeah.
I've like had them in positions, and I was like,
I've had sexual relations with these women. Yes, I have. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, I had them in my marital home. It's like,
wow. Don't say marital home. That's not a term people use.
It's
my,
not.
My,
I mean, no,
my marital home.
Eyeball. They do.
They do.
But the thing is, like, your wife, like,
he is flabbergasted.
No, I can't even think of the words, because I'm thinking, I watched one video. It's like he brought one of the women to his home with his wife, and there's pictures up and everything.
Yeah.
And she said they were in his bed and in their bed.
It's not making sense.
And I was like, this is insane, because, like, okay, you hear of people cheating, but this level of like this.
Okay, no, I can't. Like, people do bring people back to their house. Let's not pretend.
No, I hear that, but I'm just saying, like, for me, I'm taking it from my perspective.
Okay,
your wife's picture's there. The woman just walks in holding hands with you, and she's gone for the weekend.
And also, I'm assuming he's got lots of followers, right?
Yes, lots.
So if you are basically, obviously he's a celebrity, but if you are
very well known person,
he sells books.
All right, you're author, you've got notoriety, you're famous online for a particular narrative, which is, you try to give advice and, you don't cheat, whatever. So why would you now cheat in your home? Like, why? I don't get it.
The disrespect is real.
And the thing is, these women can, we're in a digital age, they can video and take pictures.
But the girls who are cheating with him, the girls who are, they don't owe the woman anything, but they know his situation.
Yeah, and also
so there's no loyalties. The girls are literally just saying, I'm on it.
And he hasn't got any morals or self-respect, because if I was someone who preached about not cheating and how to treat women I'll be embarrassed to now try and move to a girl after I'm married, because I'm thinking, my MO in it, so now I'm like, nah, I can't do it.
And you know what's mad is because I think in this, because he was doing that and he was projecting he was like this perfect man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Women probably said, well, I want a piece of this perfect man.
Yeah.
And then that's probably where he led to, because I think there was some video.
Yeah, but that's a double negative.
I know.
You want a piece of this perfect man who is married, so therefore you pursuing him and him being receptive is him showing he's not perfect.
No, but what it's like, it's like when girls see a guy who's married and they're attracted to him because they're like, he actually did the right thing, and they just they want that perfect guy, quote unquote, and it makes them more attractive to some women.
Yeah, but they're not having him. They're having him sexually, but that's it.
Some women, they don't mind being that person to have. They want to at least leave a good man, not a trash bag man, which I mean, it doesn't make sense.
So you want to lay in bed with a good man.
Some women...
Says good man is married and cheat on his wife.
Because I think doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's the thing of they want to know that they can...
It's the best of the bad. Like the best one of the bad bunch.
No, but he's not the best of the bad bunch.
No.
Because he's cheating on his wife.
No,
in this very moment.
No.
But because he's online spewing the gospel, he's good.
It's like how to wrap up rubbish. You can either get rubbish that's just in the bin and it's molded, or you can get something that's wrapped up in nice wrapping paper. You know they're both bad, but one looks more presentable. They want it.
No, I get it.
I know it's the worst. I know it's the worst. I'm with you.
No. You know,
it's not to take in, and someone like you should not understand yourself because you're good men, right?
Yeah, of course.
So you're not gonna understand.
I don't do you know what it is? My thing, I've always said, because you know what, I was getting on a lot of women that I know that used to post these videos.
Yeah.
I was winding them up the whole day.
Oh.
Because I was like, this is your king. This is the man. Because basically what happened was some of them were posting. I remember years ago, and one of my friends who's married, his wife sent him one of the videos. Oh, you should watch this man. He has some really good stuff to say. And the guy that I know was like, this foolish man, he must be crazy.
I have a question now.
Yeah.
So the things that he said, are the things that he said like, do they no longer stand because it's him? Or is the thing that he's saying okay, but the person who's saying it wrong? Or is it because he is a wrongin, the things he said just fall down as well?
I think it's a mixture, because what I do believe that some of the things he did say, I'll give him, there was some things that have some sort of standing point, and there is some understanding. But my issue is, and I always say this, that Yusuff probably might have the same standpoint, is that people that give relationship advice that's not balanced, people that give relationship advice that's biased to one sex, are a problem for everyone. Not just men, not just women. The reason why I say this is because if you have a man telling women they're not wrong, what you have is, when they can't be wrong, let me just rephrase that, they can't be wrong, that men have to fault for everything, then you have women kind of thinking, okay, well, he says that, so I'm going to look out for this perfect man. And then almost comparing that to something that's not obtainable, in the sense that perfection is unattainable. Nobody's perfect, but some people can be perfect due to their imperfections, if that makes sense. And vice versa. If there was a woman telling men that, you know, it's just the women you're dealing with, you know, whatever, it's bad for business on both sides, because us joining together, we have to learn the small, maybe, how can I put it, bad things about each other. Not say bad in terms of like red flags, but I'm saying we have to learn that there is that imperfection, but there is beauty within that. And I'm not saying struggle, because I know that people may like, I'm not saying struggle at all. But when it's biased towards one sex, it's never good for anyone, because we're separating us further apart to make everyone believe that there is this perfect human being. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But my friend was literally told his wife, I don't know why he sending me this video, this man at the time. This was years ago. And then after, so when this all came out, he said to her, like, see, I told you this guy wasn't. And I was telling my friend who religiously followed this guy. Yeah. I was like, this man is full of, and she's, oh no, but he's a real man. I said, this phrase.
Gullible queen. Gullible queen.
I said, this phrase is gonna
what is a real man?
There's no such thing. The rest,
there isn't.
If there is, then the rest of us.
Actually, no, there is. A real man is imperfect.
The thing is, there's no perfect.
Doesn't mean that he should be a
man
cheater,
or
by the
woman.
way, guys. I'm not saying that.
I agree with you. But when people hang on to that, I think, so what's everyone else? Paper mache? Because
I have two issues. Yeah, one is, and I'm gonna make sure I say this properly. Grown-ups, people of a certain age, always falling for these online gurus. Like, if you're at a certain age and you've probably been through, you know, a certain amount of terms of experience dealing with the opposite sex, right? So you've probably come to your own conclusions, you've learned a lot, you've had experiences. So why is it that this random don comes along and that everything he says is the truth, or is what it's your Bible? Like, think for yourself.
It's faith.
And he's not perfect. So the thing is, the fact that he's cheated on his wife shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Really. I get his whole ethos and what he preaches, but come on, look through it, innit? He's just being an online personality, and this is his whole niche, is to tell women about what what guys really do, what guys are really like, and wanna. That's his thing, innit? It doesn't mean that him himself practices what he preaches. No matter what he says, no matter how he comes across, holier than thou, whatever. Like, nobody's perfect, no matter what they say. So you can tell me, I don't do this, I don't do that. You come across like you're bigger than everyone, but I see right through it. So to me, I'm not like, oh my God, I can't believe he cheated. No, he cheated because he's a man. Not because he's a man, but because
he's imperfect.
He's a human being. There's no one person
because he wanted to cheat.
Yeah, he's not. He's not perfect.
It's very simple.
He cheated because he wanted to cheat.
And the thing is, in life, this is saying that people always say, is it follow what I say but not what I do? Was that like that?
Yeah, do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, sorry, do as I say and not what I do. Because it's very easy for someone to give advice because everyone knows right from wrong. So I can sit here and tell you what not to do because everyone knows right from wrong, innit? Doesn't mean that I have the willpower not to do the wrong. So do what I say, not what I do. That's what he basically is, isn't it? He's telling you the right things because that's the best thing to do and the best thing to think. But whether or not he himself can live by this is a whole nother kettle of fish.
100%.
To be honest, I feel like the whole uproar. Well, I spoke about my friend today, and she said that how she was more concerned about the woman, and that how she seemed like she had other issues prior to the marriage, during the marriage, and now I guess they're still together. I don't know. Yeah. Cool, but quickly cycling back to what you just said, Yusuff. I think anybody who puts themselves out there and they give advice or they talk on a subject passionately, as if to say they are the experts in it. Yeah. People forget that they also live their own lives and they're saying what they think. But just like you said, we can give advice to people. Okay, right now we're on a podcast. You've been doing podcasts for how many years? Yeah. It doesn't mean that you have perfect speaking anywhere you go, but just because you do this. Yeah, exactly. Yes. It's not an absolute thing. It is literally, I'm trying this. This is what you should do. This is what you could do. But it's up to you to follow it or not. Yeah,
you know what? I agree with you both. And I think what the problem is that sometimes, depending on who it is, they for me, words mean things. It's how people word themselves, and some people start to believe their own hype, which is human. And also, you have to look at in this world, people are looking for a quick guide. People are rushing to the end goal. They want their perfect person, or they want their person. So they're seeing this person and say, you know what, try this. This is this. You should basically giving them advice. And the flip side is, I look at Kevin Samuels, how many people followed to him. Yeah. Now, he's not nowhere near perfect, but people gravitate towards him because they feel like speaks to some part of them. But I think people need to learn discernment and understand that.
Discernment, that one.
I think a lot of people, it's in this, like a lot of when in dating, people really don't want to admit they have bad judging characters. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And it's a conversation that at some point people need to have with their close ones, because you might say, you know what, you meet different people. Sometimes people don't show who they are.
That's what I'm about to say. It's harder because not everyone shows their true colours, isn't it? Everyone always puts their best foot forward when you meet them, innit? So you don't know what the person's really like until later on down the line, and then they reveal themselves to be a douchebag, whatever. So I don't blame people too much. I always blame the other person. The person doing it. The thing is, okay, cool. Let me take a step back. I think it depends on the type of person you keep going for, and whether or not it's clear from the get-go that this man or woman is of a certain creed. If it's not obvious, then you get more of a blight from me. But if I start talking to a girl, for example, and I know I've got hella toxic and bad traits, but I always deliberately don't show them until God knows when down the line, then from the outside looking in, are you going to blame her? Be like, you always choose the wrong type of guy. But this guy was acting like a fucking angel for 6 months. Like, how am I supposed to know he's a fucking devil? You know what I mean?
Okay. See that one. So the guy's acting fantastic for 6 months, 1 year. Let's just say 1 year as a cap, just to be okay, cool. Because 6 months, I can't lie, that one, you need to remove it, but cool. Yeah. A year. You're comfortable, told all your friends, all that good stuff. Then he starts to slowly, give and take, just give you small toxicity there and just drop it in. Okay. In her mind, she could be thinking, oh, it's just today. He's having a bad day. He's having a bad week. He's having a bad month. Work was hard. Money's a bit low. So, okay. But I know him to be this person for a whole year. He's going to get back there. And they keep giving rope, thinking, okay, he's going to get this, and they end up hanging themselves because the guy has shown who he really is. But in her mind, who he really was is who he was for a whole year.
Yes. And you know what that comes out? I've got a theory in terms of, you know when people say like nice guys, nice, even the word nice is performative. It's, you're doing an act to make someone feel good. Yeah. So some people can do this nice guy role for, as you said, for a year. The mask is on for a year. It's hard to keep that mask on for a year. Yeah. After a year, it drops and then you become who you really are. But if like, and this is why I was having a conversation with my friend. Like nice. I was like, maybe you mean a kind guy, because if someone's kind, they treat everybody to a certain level, no matter who they are.
Yeah.
That's true. That is really
and
true.
I think this is where like people, when women say, "Oh, I want a nice," no, you want someone that's kind, not nice. Because
nice and whatless is just a whatless nice guy. Finished.
Exactly, and it's very performative. And if someone says, "Oh, yeah, I'm a nice guy," like,
Do you know, someone said that to me. I said, what does that mean? I said, what do you mean by that? I said, what does that mean? You said you're a nice guy. If someone said that they are, I don't know, a sporty person, a sporty guy, what does that mean? Oh, I like to play sports. I'm good at running or whatever. Cool. I'm a nice guy. What does that mean?
For me, I think a nice guy is someone who's personable, someone who is probably kind, like you mentioned before, someone who's probably got patience, someone who's polite, someone who's able to talk to people. To literally not anyone, but he's very adaptable. But I think, I don't know. I think nice is so, it's such a blasé statement.
It's a flimsy statement.
It's a very flimsy statement.
Yeah.
And I do believe it's like almost like a like club points. Like
I think it's a cop out.
Yeah, it's like Sainsbury's points. Like, I'm a nice guy. Like, you do nice things for people. You know, like if your friend is down, you would do something nice for them because you want them to feel good for that moment. So it should be reserved for friends and family because you're being nice because they're maybe in a bad place. Yeah. But as I say, I'd rather lean towards someone being kind. If I was to describe some of my friends, that, you know what, they're kind person.
Google the definition of nice.
I can't lie. I know a lot of nice narcissistic men. Wonderful. I mean, we can get along, have a good time, good to look at as well, all that good stuff. And they are definitely a narcissist. Because
it's a pleasing factor for themselves, right?
This is the thing.
Because that's what it comes down to. But that's why character is important in general. That's how I feel about a lot about character.
So nice. It just says give him pleasure or satisfaction, pleasant or attractive. That's basically what it says.
It's a performative giving.
Yeah.
And you can do that for so long. But as you said, if the money runs out, you can't be nice all like.
Listen.
Yeah, the thing is,
money will change the best of the people.
Even a nice, because think about being a certain way, to me, it's down to your mood, isn't it? So you're a nice guy in general, but you're not nice all the time. But if you always try to mask it and always try to like hide negative emotions and thoughts and just be nice all the time, then that's when it's fake, innit? But you can be nice and still be a douchebag sometimes.
Yeah.
Like being nice doesn't mean that you're just nice 24. No one is one way 24/7.
No, 100%.
But that's why I said nice and whatless is a whatless nice guy, because
I love that
you can be, listen, that one lands too many. But it's like, if that's all, but let's say you're not streetwise.
Yeah.
You'll find yourself in precarious situations because you're not engaging brain.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool, you're a lovely person.
I love that
honestly, then it's just like, where did the nicest get you? Yeah. Besides in even more situations, and you're hiding behind, there's no assertiveness in your behavior. All you're doing is saying, but I wasn't horrible.
Yes.
That's like saying, I didn't kill somebody, but I left them there to die.
Yeah.
You will still get in trouble.
Yeah, you know what I say as well, because my friend was, but you're nice. I said, no, I'm not. I'm never going to be a nice guy. And I explained it. I said, I'm kind and I'll always be kind to all the people I meet because I don't know what they're going through in their life. Yeah. So I'm always going to have a certain level of kindness. But I'm comfortable with being an arsehole. And I said, in life, you have to be comfortable with being an arsehole, not in a mean way to outwards towards people, but just because sometimes you may say no. Someone will view you as an arsehole because you haven't actually agreed.
You haven't appeased them.
Yeah.
But you know why you're saying no. So that's what I mean by being comfortable as an arsehole, because it's not necessarily outwards, it's just...
But saying no doesn't make you an arsehole though.
No, but to
some people it does, because they didn't get what they wanted.
Perceived. Someone will... If I say no, someone asks me for a favour.
Yeah.
And like they'll see it as me as being an arsehole.
I think it depends on how and why you say no.
Okay. Yeah, but they won't know that, but it's perception.
Yusuff, ask me for a favour right now.
Can you come and pick me up tomorrow at 6 in the morning, take me to the airport, please.
No,
Why?
I just don't want to.
Okay.
Not everyone's gonna react that way.
Yes, no one's reacting.
But then if you ask me the same thing again, can you take me to the airport? I'll be like, do you know, I would like to tell people, let me get back to you because I'm not sure if I'm free yet. But But the thing is, I can just.
I'm saying it depends on your delivery.
Yeah, but the thing is,
why you say
I wasn't rude. My no wasn't rude. I didn't shout. I didn't have a bad tone.
no, but you know, was very like standoffish. No, it was very
Just
like
no.
no. But the thing is,
you're saying that at the moment, but what you don't know is
Yeah.
how that person is gonna tell the story.
Mm.
See, the perception is about how other people see you.
Yeah.
So someone's gonna tell the story. Nah, you know what? Like say you went and told me.
Yeah.
I asked Cynthia for a lift, and she just told me no, but I needed the lift, and I felt like she's been a bit of an arsehole.
you know what it is. No, with no details comes across rude. So, can you take me to the airport tomorrow? No, and that's it. Without no, because XYZ.
Okay.
So it does come across rude when it's just a one word. No.
Okay, but if I had
With nothing-
said,
nothing
if I had
follows up.
said, nah, you know, it's not gonna happen still.
To me,
I'm not explaining it, but you'll take that one better because you see my personality in
because I
that.
know you,
Yeah.
and obviously you had a bit more character with that. There was a bit more, you know, your
Je ne
tone
sais
was
quoi.
different.
Okay.
So, and me, I read between the lines, innit? So I know, okay, cool, that's a no because she might be tired or she ain't, but whatever. So it's fine. But no.
Just mad, you'd be the one to say no.
What do you mean?
If I had asked you, you'd be the one to say no. Why are you asking that?
No.
You'd be most likely to say no.
you?
Yeah, you'd be the one most likely to
No.
say no. But okay, out of you and me, you'd be the one to say no.
No. No, I wouldn't. Why? Why would you assume that? Give me the reason. And the funny thing is, you can't. So
No, because your personality doesn't always like to give long-winded explanations.
no, I would give a reason. I don't.
Would you give a reason because you know Cynthia?
Okay,
Hold on. Do you think I'm the one word answer guy?
no, but you don't like long-winded. So you're
Yeah, but if it's-
almost
yeah,
like,
but-
and it shouldn't be taken away because you don't actually like giving long-winded.
Is that because it depending on who you're dealing with?
Yeah.
This is kind of to my point. Though.
Okay, I can't lie. Can I just clarify? If you ever said no, I'd be so offended.
No, I won't say no to you.
No, I don't care. I don't even care the way you say it. I have to have tangible reason as to why you can't do it.
Yeah. No, it is subjective to who I'm talking to, but I'm never gonna say no without a reason why.
No, I hear that, but this is kind of leads to adds to my point of like you may have a reason and whatever, but to whoever's receiving the information, because you don't have a friendship, a level of understanding.
Yeah.
But if they don't have a level of understanding, they're gonna go away and think you're an asshole.
Yeah. And also, I don't think people really use the word no because no is so strong and final. Like I'll probably say I can't, comma, because XYZ. I never ever say no like that. I never type no because to me it's too harsh. I'll ever say nah.
Did I not just say nah? I can't, nah, not today. You know, I can't do that one.
No, what I'm saying is I would never say.
No.
But even if I do say nah, it's coming with an explanation.
Okay.
It's never nah. Thing is, nah by itself is rude. Nah.
It can be.
It can be, trust me.
It can be, but this is the whole thing about being a nice, like, because when people are nice, they'll just agree to everything. Well, when they're trying to be nice.
Yeah.
And you see it where people are like abuse. I don't know why everything happens to me. I'm such a nice person. Well, no, because you're doing it wrong. Because if you understood life, you have to sometimes just say,
Yeah. Like, you can say no, but it's how you... Thing is, if you want to say no, blasé and straight to the point, then that's fine.
Do you know? Go on.
But you have to understand how the other person may perceive it.
yes.
The reason why I was like, is because I feel like I have been in situations where I've actually even offered explanation and I didn't even need to because I could have just said no and just kept it moving.
Yeah.
And even in giving that, there's been an issue because of the reason or because I almost feel like, why did I explain myself so much? It's still going to go poorly.
Because you care. That's because you care. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, because you care.
It's not nothing. It's because you care. But in some cases, you have to like, you know what? It depends on I think I'm similar in Yusuff where it depends on who I'm engaging with. Because if we have a bond, we have a connection. I will give you an explanation because I feel like I wouldn't normally say no. Let me just give you that.
Yeah.
But if I don't know you and you're like, oh, can I ask me a favor? Nah, it's okay.
Yeah. And I think as well, if you're using this specific airport example, you have to be pretty close to me to ask me to take you to the airport.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm assuming that anyone who asks me to take the airport at fucking 6 a.m. in the morning is a friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be a no. So then I know I can talk to you in a certain way because you're my friend. Like, we're close.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's all about tact. Having tact, being able to read the room and know who you're talking to.
Yeah, 100%. But I think that some people don't know that, and this is where a lot of people get themselves in problems.
Yeah.
And words mean things. Sometimes how you say it and what the word, like, because you understand people interpret things differently, but you just kind of, as you said, gauge who you're.
And sometimes some people are not used to not getting what they want. Like, I've been on phone calls where another call's coming in. I'm like, oh, let me quickly call you back, please. And he's like, okay, fine. I'm like, I generally have another call. I'm like, I'm going to call you straight back. But even me just saying, let me call you straight back, because they're in their flow, it's a problem. Whereas on the flip side, for me, if someone says another call coming up, oh yeah, bye. There's no need to do explanation, because in that time, that call is dropped. Some people are just, they want what they want, and they don't want a no in any capacity, no matter how good you are, no matter how nice you said it.
Exactly.